Right, I'm on the wing. It's Tuesday morning, and obviously we had a day off yesterday, but I've been on this wing this morning, and I thought I'd just show you a bit of a 50-50. Where I've done and where I haven't. You can see I've got plenty of wash swirls to get out, but it's coming on nicely. Right, so I'll get on with it. Hi, I thought I'd explain where I'm at. I've completed that section of the wing, although I've just wiped down the door with panel wipe. Now I've done this section. You can see the difference there. I've just gone over this with the wall mop. Basically give it one good set so that I could see the wood for the trees. Now what normally happens is removing the first stage cutting will, but you know, in the first set with a wall pad, we'll remove the wash swirls. Obviously we're leaving marks of our own, as you can see by the light trail off the wall, but it means then we can go around with a light and find all the deeper scratches. Now you can see here, I've just marked them with a bit of spit on my finger where all the deeper scratches are, and they're where you'd expect with the stones flying up from the front wheels. There's quite a few. This one is just one continuous. There's another one just above it. You know, these are the deeper ones. So I thought I'd just show that once you remove the wood, you can see the trees, or some sort of saying like that. So now I'm just going to go, you know, another set or two with the wall pad. I don't want to rub too much on the swage line, so I've got a 3-inch with the wall pad on. Then I can have a bit more control about where the pad goes. So this lower section I'll do with a 3-inch mop. The rest of it will be with the 6-inch wall mop. Once I've removed the scratches, you know, I can do the bottom of the door. I haven't done that yet. You know, we can start refining it, but I want to get the whole of the door, and this is, you know, what we're trying to get rid of. Basically all these wash scratches, and there are a few deeper ones, and like I say, the wash scratches tend to hide the deeper scratches. So once you've got them out of the way, you can see. So it's always important to wipe down with a panel wipe so that you've got nothing filling any of the scratches in, and then you can see what you've got to deal with. Right, so I'm going to crack on now, and I'll see you in a bit. I suppose it was inevitable. Then I would have to get some flatting paper out at some point. There's some really bad scratching on this sill. Obviously when people get out the cars and the rails catch, and that was quite deep, so the easiest way is to flat them out. Got some stone chips to get rid of around here, so I'm going to touch them in now, let them go off and flat them, and take it from there. So it's all going to look good. This particular part of the car was quite bad from wash marks, deep scratches, but these was far too deep to polish out. So the flatting bucket has been revived, and I'm just going to touch these in now, let them go off, make that look a bit better, and then flatten them and polish them. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting, I can carry on with the rear door and get it looking like the driver's door now looks. So I'm going to crack on and get it done. See you shortly. Right, I've started polishing out the flatting marks, but here I spread black paint all over the stone chips, although some of them are still showing through. I'm going to wet flat that now and see if it's covered most of them, and then I can polish it up, see what it looks like. But I mean, there's a lot of gravel rush, and you know, you can't get everything out, so we'll just do what we can. But the deep scratches that was in this area here are coming out nicely, so that's a bonus. Right, I'm going to move up onto here now. I'll see what sort of result we have. Well, we've managed to get them deep scratches out, and although the polisher has took some of the paint out, some of the stone chips, it don't look nowhere near as bad as what it did before. Now, I'm not going to do half the door and the pillar, but you can see there's a vast difference. And of course, this was badly damaged, and now looks nice and sweet. So I'm going to move on now to the door panel itself. But that's the result. Although not perfect, it was never going to be perfect, but it's a lot better. Hello again. Well, I've started on the rear door panel, and I've give this, not the top half, but this bottom half has had 2 cuts with the wall panel, wall pad, and Koshchem H9, and so I can see the wood for the trees. Well, I've got virtually all the minorish scratches out. There is another one just across there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a minor one that'll come out. But there were 2 deep scratches, so I've used my little nib block with 2500 paper on them, and just nibbed down till the scratches disappeared. Now, I didn't want to go too far, because if you look, you can tell the amount of orange peel there is in the panel by the surrounding area. I mean, that's perfectly flat, this pad, and so you can see. So I didn't want to take the middles down too much where the scratches were if I could help it, so that we don't end up with a really shiny spot and the rest motley. But I'm going to cut these out, and I'm not just going to try and cut in a circle. I'm going to go over the whole panel again and just take them out and blend them so that they shouldn't stand out when they're polished out, and I know that I've got the scratches out. It looks like they're out. I can't see any telltale signs of them, so I'm going to start cutting it again with the wall pad to take the flatting marks out, and then I'll have a look after another couple of sets and see how we're doing. So I'm going to get back on the mop, and I'll see you in a bit. So I've been using a wall mop to take down the flatting marks from the two bits that I nibbed down, but there was some minor scratches that right up by the swage line up here. Well, when I'm using a wall mop, I try and stop going up to the swage line because the paint will be thinner. So what I've done now is I've got a foam pad on a 3-inch mop, and I've been going along the edge because, as you can see, you can control the pad and the foam pad better than you can a wall pad. So I've gone along the swage line, or the underside of the swage line, to remove the lighter scratches that I wasn't hitting with the wall mop. So I want to make sure that, you know, there's no scratches visible, and sometimes, you know, these are the bits that get left behind because of where they are, but not here, they don't, they stay. It doesn't matter to me how long I spend on, say, this door. You know, I want to get it as good as I can possibly get it. I mean, this looks quite a good finish until you put a light on it. I mean, this is just had raw wool, and if I put a light on, you should be able to see all the flares. Now you can see the flares from the wool as soon as you put the light on it, but that'll be gone soon when I do the next 2 stages. But it has cut out the scratches and all the flatting marks. So it's probably had 5 sets with the wool mop, and after the flatting that I did, I had to step up the cutting power from Kosh Chem to the Menzerner heavy cut. So the marks you've just seen are from the heavy cut paste and the wool mop, but of course they're going to be refined out. But I just thought I'd show, you know, the wool mop. We don't want it flicking onto these parts of the panel. You know, we don't want to break through. You've seen me before, I'd tape off if I thought I was going to go through, but because I tend to only go to about 1 inch where the wool flicks, you know, it means that I've got to go along with a foam pad so that you don't get the wool flicking over. Right, well, I'm going to wipe this off now with panel wipe, have a look, see if I've got the scratches out, and then if they're gone, I'll start the second stage polishing. Right then, see you in a bit. Well, after 5.5 hours, I've now got the sill and the door to how I want it to be. So looking down the car now, and the colour pops like crazy. And now I'm on the top of the door, and we've got some serious scratches to get out. I've just run over it, first stage cut, and it's now showing that there's some bad scratching around here. Let's get the light, see if I can show you. So there's some bad scratching there. Might have to have the flatting paper out again. And there's quite a few along this panel. So looks like even more work to do. There's some more down here somewhere, I noticed. Can't find them now, but they're there. And another one there. These are deep scratches. The wash wells are out, but I have to deal with them now. But that's what it's all about. Get them all out. You know, I want to finish the job with, you know, less than 1% of the scratches that was in the car beforehand. And if you need reminding, let's have a look at this panel. So bit of a difference, which is what it's there for. The lights have suffered as well. They'll all be done when we get there, whenever that may be. But no, I'm very pleased. Very pleased indeed. Coming on nice. Right, I'm going to get onto these scratches up here now. See you later. As you can see, I've had to cover quite a large area of flatting to get these scratches out at the front of this door. There's a little one there, pigtail. So I'm going to try start polishing it up now. I thought I'd show the door where it was flatted. Well, it's been flatted in a few places, to be honest, but managed to get all the scratches out. And again, looks lovely. Right then, the time is now 5 o'clock. I've been on this one door since 10:30 this morning, but I think it was worth the time. Really pleased. I'm sure it's once outside it'll look stunning. Looks stunning now. Well, the bits I've done. Right then, well, that about concludes what I'm going to do today. So I'll see you on the next video.